interject, this is the first and only vote that members on this floor are going to have to make it clear that Medicare dollars will not be used for something other than Medicare.
Would Senator yield for an additional question? The language in the Bennett Amendment that passed 100-0 the other day said basically that Medicare savings should benefit the Medicare program and Medicare beneficiaries. That sounds pretty straightforward and pretty simple, but let me ask the Senator.
Well, if I might just interject, anybody who voted for that amendment would want to vote for mine.
That's exactly the question I'm getting to. Is there anything in the Bennett Amendment that removes the expenditure of almost $500 billion from Medicare in the base Reid bill that would require the restoration of those cuts to benefit Medicare versus using it as a fund to pay for the underlying Reid bill?
Well, the Senator has made the excellent point that is essentially making the excellent point that the Bennett Amendment has no teeth. It has no substantive effect. It's just a statement of purpose. And if the statement of purpose is, as just recited by the Senator from Georgia, then you'd need to vote for this bill for my amendment if you voted for the Bennett Amendment, because my amendment has the teeth that backs up the language of the Bennett Amendment.
And if I understand what you are saying in your bill, you're requiring the Office of Management and Budget as well as CMS to certify to Congress basically that the savings that are referred to in the Bennett bill as well as in your bill are in fact being used to fund Medicare benefits versus being used to fund other benefits outside of Medicare until such time as Medicare is fully funded.
That's essentially what it says. It says that CMS and OMB must certify that no funds are being used to fund the additional activity in this bill that does not relate to Medicare with Medicare funds. It does not say the Medicare savings. It agrees to the Medicare savings. Those Medicare savings would basically be used for the purposes of reducing the out-year fiscal imbalance of Medicare. So it doesn't contest the Medicare savings as proposed in this bill, although those amendments we've already voted on a number of those. We voted on home health care, we voted on Medicare Advantage, but to the extent those savings go in, those cuts in Medicare benefits go in, the revenues from those cuts cannot be used and spent to expand the size of government in someplace else, which has nothing to do with senior citizens.
Well, if I could follow with a question there from my colleague from New Hampshire,